did it. All right. You are Live. That's what it says. Welcome, everybody. Beard Loss Podcast, episode 173, live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Talking Beards, YouTube, and probably Twitter, LinkedIn. I don't know. We're pretty professional, so that's why I decided we should probably keep doing LinkedIn. But we got a doozy for you tonight. Thanks, everybody that took some time out of your busy day to vote. We had like 60-something votes, probably 69, funny number. And an overwhelming amount of you wanted movie villains. So here we go. We're going to do movie villains, not villains. Does anybody else spell villains wrong all the goddamn time? Or is it just me?
I used to.
Because I just kept spelling it IA. Toby, up.
I used to do AINS for some reason.
I mix up the I and the A. Like, we were talking backstage about smart people, me not being one of them. So either way, if you're just listening to this, we can't thank you enough. The voice you're hearing now, the annoying voice, that's me. I'm Matt. Then we got They Call Me Toby too, or Toby and Angel. Check them out on all the social medias. And then we got Logan over there. It says Nash on his hat.
Nashville.
It just says Nash. There's
right,
no
but wife was just there, bought me a hat.
That's stupid. It's Nash, clearly. I forgot, Bill. Did you get it 50% off or 50% of the name?
Hey, that's how all the meta people in Tennessee say it.
Got
you been over to Nash yet?
My head and forehead.
I've been to Nash. You been to Nash? Oh, wait downtown. Come on around downtown. And probably my favorite, sexiest voice on the show is Brandon J McDermott. What's up, buddy?
Oh, well, I thought you were going to say Zach. Ooh. Hey, I can't say anything because I signed an NDA when it comes to details, and it's not a super big, large, like it's not
penis.
Pixar or something. But I did get reached out to for voice acting work on an animated film.
Hey! Shout out, Brandon.
Well done, sir. That I will drink.
And I was like, "Do you want me to be on the actual? Do you want to do like live action?" And they looked at me and they're like, "No, we'll just use your voice, thanks."
That's like one of my dream jobs though, is being a voice actor for anything.
Yep.
I don't care. I'll be the voiceover for a tampon commercial. I'll be fine with that.
Oh shit.
No, don't put that on me, baby.
I'd say it'd be very fitting, but I don't know how that works. Anyways, know what we should do if there's any, cartoon, what are they, animation majors or something? We want to do a movie. You have 5 voices right here, and we'll fund like 12%.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
There we go. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Last but not least, Producer Zac.
It's
Beautiful.
me.
Did you hear those crickets?
No, there's a bunch of people clapping in my head.
Oh, in your head, that's fine. They were like, "Oh, sweet. What are those? What do the hippies call those drug rugs that you're wearing?"
I actually prefer the term Baja. Thank you very much.
Baja. All right.
Baja Blast.
That would be an awesome name for a tampon. Toby the tampon. We're gonna make this. How awesome would it be if we got you on a tampon commercial?
Go to tampax.com/TT.
Except for we're on the Beard Law Show.
Yeah, but
anyway,
pretty sure he's already been in a movie like that deals with blood, right? I mean.
Oh, well played. Well played.
All
right, so movie villains. All right, this is good. This was allegedly on our break at work. We discussed a couple of these, and we got some good ones. There was a lot that was already on my list. There's a couple that if Zach steals, he's instantly fired. So if his camera goes off, that's why. And there's some that I promised I wouldn't steal his. Yeah, Brandon?
I just want to get some parameters before we start.
Good. We should do that.
Do they have to be human? Do they have to be? Nope. What if they're not human or animal? What if they're just an entity? Can they be?
That's fine.
that.
As long as this is my take, and I think you guys are all agreeing.
An iceberg or something like that.
Like the Blob.
Fuck. There goes my top pick.
Well, there goes
an iceberg.
No, I think I'm cool with that if you guys are. And also, I just want the viewers to kind of know that it's kind of the most iconic movie villain. It's not which movie villain could like beat up the other movie villain in a fight. Who's not the badass movie villain, stuff like that. So,
because one of my picks would win for sure.
But that's.
I've got my list waiting right here. So,
can you hold that up again?
Nope.
Wow, that's an aggressive list. All right, Toby, Logan, Zach, does anybody else have any questions before we start? I know last week we kind of went halfway between the draft and with the songs and stuff, so hopefully we can just kind of get everything out of the way, clarity, and then we'll draft the hell out of this. Yeah, Toby?
I will also say, because we all know that pretty much any bad guy in a horror movie is a villain, right?
Yeah.
So if you were to choose like Jason Voorhees, it doesn't matter which iteration of Jason. We all know it's
right.
Jason.
Good call.
However, if you were to choose like the Terminator, you have to specify which model.
Agree. I like that. All right. Logan, Zach, you guys have anything?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. I think we're good. We hammered a lot of it out at work though, so
Allegedly. It was on our break.
I bet you guys.
yeah,
handled it
yeah.
well.
We got some collusion going on in this shit.
I bet you guys did. Handle
there can
it
be
all
no
the way.
collusion because we can't shut our door.
It's true. There's a lot of guys in one office, but not as much as my first guy, not 5 guys. Insert joke about cop here. Okay.
Old dicks.
Let's do the thing. Thanks everybody took some time out of the poll. I threw out first 4 names and I wanted to see if they potentially would get drafted. But the first thing we did when Brandon got in here, he picked the lineup for the wheel of the draft order. And he went Toby, Zach, Logan, Beardlaws, Brandon, which doesn't matter because we're going to spin it. But just so everybody knows, Brandon picked it. I don't pick this just in case I get the one pick and I truly don't want it. And clearly Logan doesn't want it because he didn't fare so well in the one either.
I don't think I've ever been first. I think that's the only position I haven't had yet.
You've
Here we
also
go.
never been worst.
Ooh. Let's do the thing.
Wow.
Tonight,
depending on who
if
you ask.
there's a night, tonight's the night that the reign of Toby.
Oh, it's
goes.
gonna. He called it. He called his shot. He called his shot. And the number 1 pick goes to Toby. Congratulations, Toby.
Toby foreskin.
The only position he's never done. You can scratch that off your bucket list. Number 1. All right, who's going to follow him in the number 2 spot? The number 2 spot is brought to you by the Original Poop Knife. Check out originalpoopknife.com/beardlaws.
The number 2
Oh.
spot is only for mistresses.
This is fitting. Zach with the number 2 spot. Insert Zach is poop joke here. All right, number 3 spot.
I'm gonna have to shuffle my draft order.
It's
now.
got to be Brandon or myself because Logan is the 4 spot. I don't know what it is.
That's probably true.
Are we gonna jinx it?
Nope. There we go.
No.
Brandon, congratulations. Right in the middle, the 3 spot. Brandon does really well from the 3 spot.
Yeah,
Got a
he
couple.
does, He does.
Not that he doesn't do well from the 1, 2, 4, but he's solid.
His
There's never
wife
been
likes him
before,
from any
has it?
spot in the bedroom. It doesn't matter.
3 spot. All right, Logan, you're going to be 4.
Yep.
We should already just jot
That
this
should
down.
just be already set.
But we have to. Are you every goddamn
Well, duh.
unreal?
I didn't
Congratulations,
even move
Logan.
him. I moved everybody else's face around on here except Logan.
And there's me in the 5 spot.
'Cause he's the 4 spot.
He's the 4 spot. All right. Draft order is determined. Rules are set.
I picked a more sinister font for the draft board today.
Nice.
It's
All right.
not finger paint anymore.
And again,
You earn your money, bud.
congratulations. So, just in case anybody is wondering, this is what the kind of draft board is going to look like. Toby, Zach, Brandon, Logan, myself. It's going to go one all the way down there. Then I will get back-to-back picks, then work its way up. Then Toby will get back. It is what they call in the draft biz the snake draft. So, Toby, whenever you're ready. And just a reminder, if anybody's watching it anywhere else in the entire planet, feel free to come over to the Beard Laws YouTube. That's where the polls are going to be. So you can just put your fun little take on who you think wins each round. So again, Beard Laws Podcast 173. Let's do the thing. Toby, you ready? Anybody? Any other questions before we go? He's made for this shit. Let's go.
Toby's built different.
Oh, Jesus
Toby, you're
Christ.
muted.
Here we go. No, he's not.
Dramatic effect. Shh.
Oh,
I'm hard.
Number 1 draft pick overall in tonight's draft. The Lord himself, Darth Vader.
Oh, all right. All right. I like it. All right. Well done. Well done. That's going to come off, I think, just about everybody's draft board. I know that's going to come on mine, or off mine, I guess, is the correct term. So congratulations, Darth Vader. Solid choice. Solid choice.
Yep. Well done.
Not a lot of explanation there. Darth Vader's kind of a dick.
mhm.
Kind of a dick.
Kind of a dickhead.
Now, did Darth Vader get a little bit of like brownie points in your draft because you do have a red lightsaber?
Oh, no.
Oh.
But it definitely was, as you can see here.
There you go.
Uno el numbo. So as soon as they spun Toby in the spot, you never had
As
your
soon as I spun it, I was like, well, I can just go ahead and circle that one as used.
just like a tampon. Make sure you guys check out Toby the Tampon
Wow.
coming to a cartoon near you.
It's an
Definitely.
IMAX.
Oh no! All right, producer Zach, you ready?
Producer Zac. I almost threw myself the big screen.
I got you.
Yeah. I am going to go. Surprise, surprise! With the Joker.
Solid.
Which one?
I mean, do we have to differentiate?
I think you should. Just
Nope.
saying.
Nope.
And I'll tell you why, because we did not put that out at the beginning. When I was talking about like Terminators, there are different models. When you just say the Terminator, there are different models.
There
Mhm.
are.
The Joker is still the Joker. Just because somebody plays
Yep.
him, there's many different Joker types.
All right.
Yep.
All the way
Think
through
it's
the
weak.
comics.
It's
as
weak,
well.
but I'll take it. Heath Ledger as a Joker.
No, but we said it's the movie villain, the character itself, whether it's
Yeah.
played by this person,
Yeah.
this person,
I
this
get
person.
it.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
As he crosses it off his list. He
Yeah.
crossed it. Logan actually had 13 versions of the Joker on his list. And that's
No, but,
it. And that was
but
going
Jack
to be his whole
Nicholson
team.
is pretty good.
Jack Nicholson is pretty good.
He took it to a whole. He took a movie villain, as we know it, to a whole new level.
All right.
He's just a good villain.
He's a
I've-
good villain, right?
I've watched a lot of scary movies in my time. I've watched a lot of scary suspense movies, and we've seen a lot of scary folks. Darth Vader's a great one. The Joker is a fantastic one. But there is only one character in any movie I've ever seen that scares the shit out of me every time I watch it, and every time I watch any scene of that movie with this person in it. And I only saw it as a grown man because it came out in 2006, 2007. And that's the bad dude with that weird ass fucking haircut from No Country for Old Men.
Ah,
Fuck, now I got to look
I
up his
can't
name.
pronounce his last
Anton-
name. His last name.
It's like Anton Chigurh. It's played
Yeah,
by
it's-
Javier Bardem.
Yep.
His name is Anton. CHI.
That guy is made of pure evil.
solid.
I got to
off
write
the
that
list.
down so that I can make it. And
Anton.
You might want to just go to
Chigurh.
Google and put in No Country for Old Men so that you can put it
CHIGUR.
that
yeah,
way.
Logan, I mean, Toby, trust me. I got this.
He's
man.
got
Leave
the Googles.
producing to me.
He's
Thanks.
got it. All right. So
Good one.
third spot. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Well played. And that puts number 4 spot, Logan, on the clock. Logan, you ready?
I am ready.
All right. You bring the Nash. I'll bring the Ville.
Ghostface from Scream.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it comes off my list.
Okay.
That
Oh,
that
but
is
which one?
Skeet Ulrich, bitch.
Oh.
Oh, you actually had an answer.
Skeet, skeet.
It's just it's iconic. You see that? I mean,
It is,
kids,
yeah.
my kids still wear that fucking mask. They've never seen the
Well,
movie.
they got a
Thank
new
God.
one coming out. Now he's gonna be in the big city, and he gets a shotgun.
That takes anyway. We'll get back
Yeah.
to that.
Quick note: if you haven't seen No Country for Old Men, you just go watch it. It's a fantastic movie.
Classic.
Watch it. Read the
Classic.
book.
Classic.
Fuck the
Reading
book.
seems. Reading seems
Burn
different.
the book.
Fuck the book. The book's
Ooh.
stupid.
All right.
Who's 5? Mr. Beard.
That's me. I'm bringing up the rear, and obviously I'm going to say my first pick. We're going to put the fun poll up. I'm going to be the guy that will share the spot with Logan. All right, I'm going to take that because we are the 4-5, so it'll be who won the round: Toby, Zac, Brandon, and all right. I got my pick. I'm very excited that it fell all the way down here. When you think movie villains, all right, this is the movie villain that you have to think of. It's Johnny Lawrence.
Oh,
Johnny Lawrence.
This is Johnny Lawrence.
see now, I'm
Cobra
one of
Kai?
the true, I'm one of the true believers
Google
that
this
Daniel
one.
LaRusso was the villain in that.
Everybody knows Johnny Lawrence.
Johnny
Oh,
Before
Lawrence.
Cobra Kai.
That's good.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought he was going to go sooner. Maybe it was a reach, but I got him.
I feel it was a reach for a first round.
But the good thing is I have back-to-back, so I can go with that.
True.
That's true.
Yeah.
And my first round picks never win. So maybe I sneak that in. And he
That's
never
right.
wins. Let's go with here's the updated draft board right here. We're gonna ask the
Oh, we
community.
gotta. Are you talking about doing the poll now?
Yep,
Oh,
the
there you
poll is live. So who won the round? Toby, Zac, Brandon, Logan, or Matt? Obviously, nobody wins a prize for winning it, but there is some bragging rights on this. So feel free to go ahead and vote who you think. So that means you're either voting for Darth Vader, the Joker, Anton, that guy,
Chigurh.
Ghostface, and Johnny Lawrence. But I guess Ghostface and Johnny Lawrence are one because Logan and Matt are together here. So yeah, that was a good round. Definitely a good round. And I'm just continually saying this because 26 votes in. We'll get it to 30, and then while that's doing there, we'll continue move this on with round 2. This is good. All right, you guys feeling pretty confident with yours?
I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling very.
Oh, shout out to the Rhea Lee, first time catching a draft live. We appreciate that. Definitely do.
Thanks, Rhea.
Hopefully, it won't be the last time. All right, coming in with 34 votes, 50% of the votes. No surprise here. Darth Vader and Toby, leading with the number 1 pick, and who won the first round draft. If you guys can't see the draft, it's just over on the thing. Somebody in the chat can help you. All right, let's go. That was really tough. Just so we're and listen, this is a good point, Jace. Thank you for making this point. It doesn't matter who picked them. You're voting for who you like the best. So if you like Darth Vader the best, you vote it. If you like the Joker, you're not a Joker fan, but vote for who is there. All right, we ready to do the thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Round 2. I'm going with Hannibal Lecter.
Fuck.
Okay.
Hannibal Lecter.
Good pick.
Yeah, let me go ahead and move that one off my list.
Yep, I gotta scratch that one off.
Yeah.
my fucking
I figured
list.
that was one on every list. I had to. I tried a different strategy here. All right, I'm doing a little.
You're doing good. If you got everybody start scratching off their list, man, you know you got a decent choice there. Oh,
Yeah, and I'll reveal at the end. What is that?
apparently I had my light was set to pink.
Oh, it's good luck. It's really Darth Vader-ish of you. It looks
Very
red
well,
on
yeah.
camera.
Yeah, I'll try it on red here.
All right, Logan, you are on the clock.
Okay. Man, this man tormented my dreams. Jack Torrance from The Shining.
Okay.
You're just on a Jack Nicholson quick kick right
Yeah.
now.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, look at him.
I like your strategy.
But Jack Torrance, no one wants to deal with fucking crazy,
No,
and he's
And
crazy.
that's why he tried to kill that bitch.
He is crazy.
he's pretty crazy. That's a
Just
good one.
Gonna bash your brains.
See, that's why he tried to kill that bitch.
All right. Nice pick. I like it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Wrath. I'm sorry. I'll do it right now.
And again, like Brandon said about the other, if you've never seen The Shining, good fans, please watch The Shining. It's amazing.
All right. I like it. Number 3. Back to where a man knows how to draft out of this spot.
I would argue that this may not be the cooler of the bad guys in this franchise, one who's already been picked, but he's definitely the more evil bad guy, and that's Palpatine.
Oh,
Fuck, I gotta scratch that one off
Yep,
too.
good one.
Yeah. You have a valid argument there.
Would you like it to be just Palpatine or Emperor Palpatine?
Emperor Palpatine is fine. I mean, people know who it is.
I don't think we're gonna put Senator Palpatine up there as the worst of
Or
those two options.
Sheev Palpatine?
Sheep.
Or
Just put
Darth Palpatine would also work.
Just put the Palpatine. Don't put your heart into a. Isn't there like something that begins with a P? I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Don't
turns
put your
out.
pussy on a pedestal.
No, get out of here. All right, we heard. Type the things and you're up.
Type the things.
Why can't you guys just get along?
It's because we have.
All right.
Tough one, huh?
I'm still.
All right, we're gonna put him out. He's finishing the research. It's okay. So he is up there. Heart palpitations. Yes,
Palpitations.
there it is. Thank you. You got
All
my
right.
back.
Oh man, I'm between two right now.
We'll just pick the one.
All right, I'm gonna go with Buffalo Bill.
Yes.
Okay.
Good one.
Good pick.
Great pick. There are the playoffs,
bad one.
but they're in our playoff.
Yep.
Yeah, hey, they finally made a playoff. Last longer than this round.
Great pick. I like it. All right, so Toby, he's going to be up for round 2.
I'm gonna go with the Xenomorph from Alien.
I gotta figure out how to spell that. Xen, right?
Yep, Xenomorph, which is those are the aliens.
Yeah, I was going to say you could just probably put
Which
Alien
one?
too. No, that's it. That's got to come off the list. No, great one.
Good. Yeah, that's a good one.
I like it. All right, so we're
You
going
wanna
to get.
see the board.
Yeah, let's see the board.
How do you like the new font?
I like the new font.
Thank you.
I do. I like it. It's easy to read. It's easy on the eyes.
Oh, it's creepy.
It's way easier for me to justify it all too and like align it because it's
I like
straight
it.
font.
All right, who won this round? I don't think it overly matters, but let's go. I feel like Logan really needs this, so I'm going to pair Toby with Logan. I could feel the look. Logan or Matt. All right, polls up. Who do you think won round 2? Was it the alien, or the xenomorph? I think is how you say it. Buffalo Bill, not the heart palpitations, the Emperor, and Jack Torrance or Hannibal Lecter. Let us know who you picked and you think is the best, most iconic movie villain in round 2?
Not gonna lie, man. Round 2 still strong.
Very strong.
Still strong. Like
Very.
still some fucking bad people on there.
There's some really bad people, and I'm starting to look, and
I'll tell you this without naming names. I think there's a lot of older movies going back even 70, 80 years that we can name off some pretty bad guys that I don't think will really hit with this crowd. So I think are going to stay off my list.
Right. Like I could say Nosferatu.
Which would be a fantastic
but everybody's like, I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I
like
watched
that or OG Nosferatu is like pretty fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, for real. I watched that movie in the dark with my wife on Halloween like about 6 years ago. It was fucking scary, dude.
Yeah. It was done. It was for what was it? It was a silent movie too, right? Yeah. It was done really well.
Like that very end scene where the son kills him. Oh my goodness. Like that it was done in like what 1921 or 22, whatever it was. That's pretty damn good, dude. Like,
very good. You know what I love too? I want to throw this in here.
22.
How whoever or Jennifer makes a list all the time. Like I love that the viewers are actually making lists as well, kind of playing along with us.
She came in during the live and she's like, I got my list ready.
Yep. Toby, guess what? Ding, ding, ding. Round 3. Are you ready?
Who won round 2?
Who won round 2? Currently, it's Logan or Matt. 35%. Toby and Brandon, 24%, and Zach with a close behind 16%. So I agree with the viewers on this, not who won, but how close it was. That was a great round.
Absolutely.
If we've seen anything in the past, this round can make or break some people. Sometimes some people throw in something that we're just like, what the? Yeah. I'm gonna say that here. Maybe I'll remember to clip it right at the 22-minute mark. I can't wait for somebody to have that first pick that's just kind of like, what are you doing? We haven't seen it yet. Hopefully we don't, but it's bound to happen.
I don't know if we'll get one in this one. Like, honestly.
I got a couple.
Well, yeah, I put some goofy picks down on here in case the draft went goofy for some reason. But
we're just like we're gonna have who can have the weirdest at this point.
Yeah, if we're just gonna start doing a loose round, I've got some loose picks to throw out there. But.
All right, Toby, let's do it. Round 3.
He who shall not be named, Voldemort.
That's a really good pick.
That's a fantastic round 3. We're off to an amazing round 3 start. Well done. I like it. I like it like that. Go ahead and slide that off there.
I will say this. Only one of my picks has been erased so far, meaning somebody else has taken it.
Wow. I have 3 erased and 2 that I've made. How many of you guys erased?
Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4,
3
5.
Three from me, guys.
All right. Yes, definitely let them know that was a great pick, and see if we can keep this going with Zach.
Yeah, speaking of picks that are probably going to be taking some names off boards, I want to go with Michael Myers.
Solid.
Yeah.
Wasn't on Toby's. Wasn't on there. I didn't see any crossing of them off.
I think, at least speaking, like, personally for me, I'm getting to the point now where as I'm sitting down and making my draft boards, I'm like doing quick, like hypothetical drafts in my brain. Like, all right, like these ones are probably going to go. I'm not even going to like.
I was talking about that in my live tonight. It was like, what really makes it difficult is you're looking at your picks and you're like, I feel like this is a strong pick, but now I got to pit it against, what else do I have on my list? And what am I possibly not thinking of that's on other people's lists?
Yep.
Like I said, I put Darth Vader on mine and I didn't put Emperor Palpatine, but I figured somebody else would grab it. And I was right. And I'm like, what if those two go head to head? Who do you pick it? Right.
So I did it the opposite. I always put like the top 4 picks that I think are going to be everybody's. I put them in the bottom right-hand corner of my list. Cause I'm like, all right, if I get a good draft pick, like if I get a good spot in the draft order, I'll pull one from there for like a good first rounder. But because I figured I'd be lower in the draft order because it seems though it's working. Emperor Palpatine was my 4th pick that I wrote down. Because I'm like, all right, Vader's going off the board early. I'm going to want to come down with Palpatine.
That's hilarious.
AIDS from Philadelphia. Oh my god!
I'm gonna mark that as a potential comment of the night.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I guess
no one has picked
I'm
Reyes.
not in the group. I guess I don't understand. Why is it fun?
AIDS, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Movie Philadelphia.
Rossi
Oh.
came into my live and told me that Brandon's first pick was his first pick.
Heck yeah. All right. Speaking of Brandon, go Cyclones.
I just watched this movie today with my 2-year-old daughter,
Attaboy.
Hey,
and
Doing it right.
You know, I would say The Exorcist is not a good movie to watch with a child that young. I'm kidding. This movie still hits me now to this day, and I think the bad guy in the movie is stands the test of time.
don't do it.
Scar from The Lion.
You son of a bitch.
All right. Yeah, I almost put it on my list. That's a great one.
That was my round 3. I knew it was going to go solid.
And what was it? No, what's the guy's name? Jeremy Irons, is that right? The guy who did the voice.
actor.
Yes.
Holy shnikey! What a fantastic, what an underrated
He's
voice
so
actor
good in that.
and actor in general.
Great
Yes,
pick.
Jeremy Irons.
He uses the same line in another movie. He uses another line. Oh, goody. He does the same exact line in another movie. Same exact way.
Is it one of his? Is it his Die Hard movie?
No,
He's in Vengeance.
no,
or
he was
whatever.
like in a limousine or something like that, and somebody was talking to him outside the vehicle. And I saw it on TikTok because it was like, give me 2 movies that give the same vibe, and then I see Lion King. I'm like, all right, where are we going from here? And then it just goes back, and I'm like, that's still Jeremy Irons. And he goes, oh, goody. And then they close the door, and I was like, oh, okay.
Jeremy Irons still with us.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Good boy. Hey, maybe next week we'll bring him in for the live draft or the
Is this
bracket.
round 3 or 4?
He's
This is
just
round
hanging out
3.
in the Isle of Wight.
All right. Number 11 on her list. Solid choice. I like that. Scar was on the list.
How
Awesome
far
pick.
out do you go?
All right. 4th up, the one, the only, Mr. 4 spot.
Not the baddest of all bad, not the mama of all mama jammas, but the most iconic, I think, for a whole bunch of generations, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Ooh. I like it.
You don't think of that movie without thinking of her, and you don't think about her without thinking of that movie.
Wow. Not on my list. I like it.
And you never think about a witch unless you think of her too.
Ooh. Well played.
Iconic.
Yes.
I think of Adina Menzel and her big nose. Hell yeah.
Fucking ruthless.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
All right.
I'll let her take a big sniff.
Ooh.
Let
right.
it go.
All right, I'm gonna throw this one out here
Go
for
bitch.
to finish and wrap up round 3. Something that a lot of people here haven't done is wrap it up because there's a lot of kids if you start adding them up here. But this movie is it's an iconic movie, and it's a movie that I hear almost on a daily basis, whether it's from a kid, whether it's from somebody else. This quote: "Do you want to play a game?" Fuck. Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Fuck.
Again, not on my list.
Great pick, though.
Thank you. Thank you.
Toby actually just has all of his like elementary school teachers on his list. He doesn't actually have
So I actually discussed it in my live as well as why I wouldn't have like Jigsaw, because I'm thinking of all the other people, and I'm thinking of these as like true matchups, right? I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, let's say you have the xenomorph from Alien and Jigsaw. Jigsaw requires to take it down, knock it out, put it in a precarious predicament, and then have it try to escape. How's he going to take it down? Like, Jigsaw is a guy with cancer.
Yeah. Yeah. Wild.
You want to see the board?
Let's see the board.
See the board.
And then we're going to put the poll up here. Here's round 3. Voldemort, Michael Myers, Scar, the Wicked Witch of the West. Thankfully, it's not from a Ville because it would just be Nash, and Jigsaw.
I wasn't going to call. I saw this comment really quick, and I wasn't going to call him out. But since it's Wrath, no Wrath. Her name is not Elphaba in the movie The Wizard of Oz. It is Elphaba in the Broadway presentation of Wicked, in the book
Ooh.
Wicked. So suck it. It's actually Miss Gulch.
The Canadians in the North Country, they love the word wicked.
Yeah,
So suck it, he says.
Wicked.
it's Miss Gulch.
Miss
I'm
Gulch,
really
the
going to give
evil,
her an
the
alternate
evil
name.
lady on the bike.
On the bicycle. Yeah,
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
yeah.
Poll is up. Feel free to vote who you think won round 3. Not overall yet. That's going to come later in the draft. Who do you think won round 3? All right. And this is close. And I think it's very close as well. Currently in the lead after 29 votes, Brandon, 38%. All right. Love it. I think that's, and then you got Toby 23, Zac and Logan and me sharing 19%. It's jumping all over the place. Got a couple 20s, 39, but it's clear that Scar is going to be a tough one to beat in round 3. No arguments from any of the boys in the studio, and we don't really argue over it anyways. I think that's a fantastic one. Oh, 42%. People loving Scar. Well played, Brandon and fellas. Great picks.
Yep. They're doing well.
Can never go wrong with Disney. You're always going to strike the hearts of people from that are Disney fans.
Speaking of striking hearts, that has nothing to do with my next pick. He was getting mad at me. I saw that. So this, if we're ready to go on to round 4.
Absolutely.
All right, round 4. This is a movie that has a lot of people that whether they saw it when they were kids, and it really affects their everyday life, especially maybe when they try to go in the ocean. I'm going with the shark from Jaws.
Nice.
The second one marked off my list.
Good.
Thank you. The shark from Jaws. I mean, I know a lot of grown-ass men that refuse to swim in the ocean because of that movie.
Am I going to get crucified if I just put Jaws down? Like, is there an actual name?
No, not at all. You don't have to say the shark from Jaws.
The big fucking shark.
Well, I didn't know if there was like a deep cut from the lore of Jaws that the shark actually has a name. Like,
he does. His name is Bruce.
Is it Bruce?
That's the name of the animatronic that they used in the movie.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. So
that's
aside
Bruce.
from the fiction then.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Jaws
And when you
works.
Google it, Jaws shark name, it does come up Bruce.
Gotcha.
Nice. Well done.
All right. Hey, round 4 is going to be a hell of a round, fellas.
He's just the look on his face when I was like, it is. It's Bruce. He's like, fuck out of here.
Yeah. Like, are you
Like,
fucking me right now?
it's its name.
Not like Bruce the Nasty or Bruce the Teeth. No, it's fucking Bruce, man.
Hey, Cam's
Just
here.
fucking
Hi,
Bruce,
Cam.
man.
Hey, and so was Ryan. What's up? This one we were talking about our coworkers.
Ryan!
Time out in the
Hey, what's
Michigan
up, Ryan?
game, he's in there, and he's one of these grown ass men that just isn't going in that ocean because of Jaws. So whenever there's good ideas that get in here, and
Ryan
movie
threw up a yellow flag. He's like,
all right. Hey, I know this isn't a sports show, but I'm just going to throw it in there because it triggered my mind what we talked about. Did you guys see the Uber or the DoorDash driver that was trying to deliver food in the middle of a college basketball game? Was like walking on the court while the play was going on. It was the DeQuince and somebody game last night. And it's funny because his Ryan's cousin was actually one of the refs and was kind of like, get off the court. So there's all these jokes and memes going around. Like the ref was like, no, I didn't mean deliver it right now. So it's kind of a cool thing from somebody from their hometown that is kind of going all over the internet right now over something crazy. Yeah, this guy had DoorDash McDonald's right in the middle of a basketball game.
To a fucking stadium.
All right. Sorry for the sidetrack. I was just giving Logan a little bit of time. He was in deep thought. I could smell it.
That's what I was smelling.
Yes.
I thought Vern got too close to the heater.
Vern's not even in here. Shit. I don't remember. I guess I don't know where my
How
dog
has
is.
that not happened?
I don't
He
know.
does hang out underneath the desk too.
It's
right.
warm there.
Logan, you ready?
Yeah, I'm not, but it's my turn. So this is an odd one, I think, because we're going iconic.
Here we go.
No, I'm not going to
Here,
get
we
too
go. Here it
particular,
is. Drum roll.
But has anyone? I mean, like, is there anything worse in this life as a villain? Like, if you're facing a villain, than the scorn and wrath of a fucking pissed off woman with an agenda? The answer is no. It's Annie Wilkes from Misery.
from Misery.
okay.
My wife
All
chose
right.
her. My wife chose her.
Kathy Bates is fucking phenomenal in that. She is.
Amen.
She won a
Absolutely.
Golden Globe or Oscar, like whatever. That movie is fucking terrifying.
Dude, I can't
Not
watch that
for
angle
today's
scene here.
standards, but
I
yes,
can't watch that
exactly.
angle.
Like,
No,
it's hard to
no.
watch it.
She's horrifying for today's standards.
Because
Oh, yeah.
I look at my wife when she gets mad at me. I'm like, fuck.
There she is right there. My wife is all excited. She's
She has no idea where the sledgehammer is. Put it that way.
That's not what you call your penis, right?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Well, that's good for you. She
That's
does
the
know where
rubber
that
mallet.
is. That's funny. All right. So what do we got here? After 4 is the 3 spot, which
Jen said I've cosplayed her.
Ooh.
Jen, we love you, but you're fucked up.
Can somebody in the chat tell me why
Well,
why Lizzie Kaplan is associated with the character of Annie Wilkes now? Because that's interesting to me. Lizzie Kaplan is of Mean Girls fame.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell you. Maybe somebody in the chat.
Are they remaking Misery and she's supposed to be the
It's Castle Rock. I don't know what Castle Rock is.
A big old company.
Castle Rock Entertainment.
No, it's a series. It's on its second season. Misery arrives. Castle Rock is the tagline, and she's the titular character of Castle Rock.
Maybe what they did with like
Well,
a
you can watch an
background
episode on
movie, yeah,
YouTube for
they turned into a
$1.99.
series. Maybe they turned it into a series.
Yeah, maybe like a
Wow,
back,
what was
like
the
a
last
like
one?
a
Oh, Helen
prequel series.
Keller was a villain no one heard.
Oh, big cast: Bill Skarsgård, Lizzie Kaplan, Melanie Linsky.
Castle Rock is a Netflix show.
You know,
Nice.
I'll say this. You know, say what you want about animated films. They do, especially Disney. They do villains very, very well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I think one villain that's even scarier and maybe not as hated as Scar, but that is scary and just as evil, and that's Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Oh, solid.
Yep.
Solid. Was on the list.
That was probably going to be my pick for 4.
I'll tell you this though, Annie
Tell me,
Wilkes.
big boy.
I was going to hold out Annie Wilkes for the fifth round because I didn't think anybody was going to take her. That's a really good pick, and I've never
Yeah,
said
it's a
that
good
to,
pick.
I've never said that to Logan. She's solid. So.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your wisdom.
I'm so happy that there are only 3 picks between now and my 5th round pick, so I can drop my 5th round deep cut that I'm really excited about. Man, should I go with Disney?
You can do what you want.
Do it.
Ursula, number 7
Do it.
on Jen's list. Oh, Kush Kelly. That's her bitch. I love her. This is good.
Kush
Y'all-
Kelly kind of gives off Ursula vibes, and I hope she takes that in a respectful way.
Yeah.
Remind me of an octopus, half woman, half.
Ursula's my
We
favorite.
love you, but we're
Ursula's my
terrified
favorite
of you.
Disney character by a mile, so that's a compliment coming from me.
He's making it up there, yeah.
Not sure. Ursula was my number 2 pick on my board. I went Jigsaw, Ursula.
It did. I can see it. I can't see it.
It's right here. You know what? I'll go Disney too. I'm going to go. Am I big screen this whole time? No.
Wait, you were there.
I'm going to go Hades from Hercules.
Hades.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Wow. Nobody right here. The Real says, "Man, I must have a skewed definition of villain. No one has said any of my picks."
When we're
Yes.
done, I want you to give us some what
She's
our top
picked, like-
3 or 4 or 5 if we don't pick them. Just write them
Yeah.
all in one comment.
She's
Yep.
picked,
That's
like,
what we'll do. Save.
Gizmo and Big Hero and like
So what we'll do at the end, we'll open this up like we always do. We'll say some picks that didn't quite make it for us, and we'll be like, and then all the viewers, I want you to put in one comment too towards the end, the one pick that you wish we would have seen at the end.
Right.
We're right here. We're on 4. We're going to be on round 5 after Toby finishes and then starts the next round. I got the poll queued up after Toby comes in with the pick, and you just let us know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Wow. Fucking, he's on fire.
Yes.
I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm actually kind of surprised he lasted this long. But
I've heard that before.
So have I.
The stronger pick over Michael Myers is Jason Voorhees.
Yep. Well played.
I feel like we've all dodged the big 3 because we all just assumed they were going to get picked already.
That, and I literally, anyone on my list, I had to have watched the full movie 2 or 3 times, and I've never seen any of those more than once or at all.
Interesting. I like it.
Two
That
fun
was, that
facts.
was my goal, so I could at least back it up.
2 fun facts. Voorhees is a very annoying word to see spelled out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oorhes, right?
Ooee.
Yeah, Oooee. That's right.
Yeah, it is fucked up.
All right. And if anybody wants to, there we go. Yeah, that is pretty annoying. So
I hate
polls
that.
going up. Let us know who you think
Phonetically,
took
it sucks.
round 4. That's a fantastic round. I mean, I started off with Jaws feeling good, and then the next 4 picks just were like, wow, even better and just awesome.
Hey,
Well done.
Toby, you know what's a pretty fun fact? Another fun fact, though? If you ever come hang out with Logan, Matt, and I, we can take you to the original Camp Crystal Lake.
Really?
They renamed it something, or the signs down at least.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wes Craven used to teach
Let's
at
go
a
with
local
the
university.
And the original Elm Street.
Yeah,
Yep.
I partied in the original Elm Street house.
I lived on it. It was great.
Dude, let's go put the sign back up.
We should.
make our
Yeah,
own.
I was looking for it. I drove by it today in a terrible whiteout. Didn't see it, but the last couple times I went by, the sign's down. But yeah, that's just another reason. If any of you guys come up there, we'll definitely show you some of the stuff in Potsdam. That's really cool too, as well.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Votes are trickling in. The early lead in a very close battle is Brandon at 39%, Toby 36%, Zach with a 3%. Very surprised by that. That's a solid pick, I thought, with Hades, and then Logan and Matt sharing 22% of the
Well, it's
vote.
because it's me.
I mean, there's some really good picks in there. I don't know. I don't have to vote. So
And surprisingly for me, I know all but like 2 or 3 of these.
Are we gonna?
I think. Go ahead.
After we're done, are we gonna talk about some that we didn't pick?
yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm really torn for my number 5.
Me too, big time.
I like
But-
Hades.
Oh, go
Sorry to
ahead.
cut you off. I was just gonna say I like Hades. I just think he's a little more of an obscure pick.
I have one specifically here on my list that I was like, if it seems like mine's strong enough that I think that, you know, either the overall draft for the night that I could have some sort of favor in my way, or that they'd be strong enough to at least have one make it to the final 4, I would have picked this one specifically just for Jennifer's suits.
Oh,
But I don't think I can say, I don't think anybody's got one that's necessarily stronger than anybody else's tonight. So I gotta stay on it. And
don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay. I gotta go with the Predator.
Oh, solid. Can't not. I mean, that can't not be on the list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you have the Xenomorph and the Predator, though.
How great would it be to see them go head to head in the final?
Oh, we already know how that ended.
But yeah,
Thanks to the help from the humans.
It's true.
all right. Coming in at the number 2 spot, Zach.
Oh, fuck, that's me.
Still you. Yep.
Yeah, fuck.
Right.
All right. Well, you got it. Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm really, really torn. But the last 2 drafts, I haven't been able to do number 5 for a pick that I really, really, truly wanted, because I feel like I had to succumb to trying to perform.
Stop succumbing in the studio.
Stop succumbing or performing here.
Succumbing.
You made the face.
I'm gonna pick the Molaram from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Ooh.
Wow. I'm gonna just keep my eraser right here, so you know that not even a considered on. Like, even if my list would have gone to 3,000 names, I still would not have had.
If there is a single
from Indiana
fictional
Jones.
character in all of fiction that I've ingested that still to this day scares the ever living fuck out of me, it is the Molaram.
Yanking the heart out.
Just yeah, that whole scene where you first see him and there's the boogie ceremony and like,
Molaram.
like, yeah.
I mean, we all know the chant, right? Like, you hear that dum dum Molaram,
Yeah.
Molaram.
Ba-da-da-da-da, dum, ba-da, da-da, da-da-da-da, dum, dum.
I mean, the guy died by
Come
falling
on,
I
off
could sit here and
bridge
watch you do
Yeah.
this.
into a
for 10
crocodile.
Wow. All right, Brandon. I don't know how you're going to top this one. No pressure.
Suck it.
I think it's always good. No, I'm glad you went with
Kalima. Yeah, Wrath's got my back. Finally. Fuck yeah.
Well,
I'll buy some merch.
All right.
I've never even
Fall
seen.
off the bridge, get eaten by a crocodile.
I've
I've
got
never.
2 stands in the chat. Hell yeah.
I've never even seen this movie, but this person has had such a big impact on the zeitgeist of internet culture 2-3 years ago. It was on memes everywhere, and everybody knew it. You did. I
I
again,
know
never
exactly who you're picking.
Thanos.
Wow.
I did have Thanos.
I thought you were
on
going
mine.
to say Slender Man.
That is not who I thought you were picking, if you want the truth.
I almost put Thanos on my list.
For the record, the last 3 picks I had were not from heart. They were they're playing to the crowd because I know how well they're going to do. Scar was there, I guess, but the other.
He's not just a beautiful face, everybody. Brandon J McDermott. He has more than a face for radio.
Really? Because I mean, even though I agree with the Scar pick, I felt like that was the one that you used to play to the crowd more than any of your other picks.
I mean, Ursula, I wouldn't have her on my list, but
Oh.
she's terrible, but she wasn't. I don't think she doesn't stick out to me like Scar does. Scar, I cried on Lion King. You know what I mean? Like
Today.
you killed him.
You cried today.
No.
Listen, you're holding your baby and you watch Lion King. I've done that shit.
Mommy, Daddy,
Anyone else who says
Dad.
you fucking cried today, it's okay. Let it out.
It's okay.
A lot of J's on Matt's team.
No comment. All right, number 4, Nash. Steve Nash is on the clock.
Speaking
All
of
right.
J's and teams,
Oh man,
see that was a baseball joke, Logan. You didn't pick
nice.
up on
I know. I heard it.
Sorry.
So I got some really good ones, but I'm going for iconic. And iconic, I'm just there's a movie in here, and the movie is the one movie that fucked me up for my whole life. But iconic, yeah.
Do you have a stroke?
Did you
there?
just come?
Yeah, you.
I
I can't.
had a stroke
If I
and
can't
came
come
at
in
the same
studio,
time.
you can't come in studio.
No,
Okay.
you can if you want. Give me a second. This is tough.
Good. Do you take some seconds?
Give me you converse. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
I mean, the clock is still running. Focus.
I know it is.
Focus.
Let me get that.
Man, I'm down
Yeah,
to
but
like
number 5 pick always gets tough. Like, especially when everybody's picks, well, up until the last one, are so tight.
and then you're like, I only have one left. Like,
Yeah,
am
I
gonna
only have
waste-
one left. I'm looking at this
Right,
list
am I
of
gonna waste
18
these other guys?
total names, and I'm like,
I'm down to 3 that I know one's not gonna play well, so I'm gonna skip it.
All right, I got it.
Okay, pick is in.
For iconic and the one that scared the bejesus out of me and millions of other people, Cujo.
Ooh, okay.
right there.
Oh, I saw the eraser.
That fucking movie is terrifying.
I'm not. So it
watch
starts
that as a
off
kid.
so slow. I couldn't get into it, so I actually had to go up to the point where the dog started really kind of getting into the rabies, and then from there it's just like nothing but adrenaline. The whole rest of the movie, you're like,
The first time I saw it, I was at a buddy's house. Everyone was sleeping. I was just sitting there watching HBO. Cujo was on. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's a fucking movie. I'm half falling asleep. And then all of a sudden, dog gets pissed. And it terrified the fuck out of me. It was awful. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't go stay at a friend's house for years.
That's the excuse. I thought it
That's
was
because
the
of his
bedwetting.
uncle.
Okay.
It was awful.
Last pick, man. I don't know if I do. I'm torn. What would you guys do? The one that plays well with the crowd, or the one that you just want to pick?
Most iconic.
I want to pick over the one that would play well with the crowd, and I'm hoping somebody else takes it.
I think the one with the crowd is going to play. I think it's more iconic. I'm going to do it. I don't know how excited I am, but this is one that terrified my little brother, and it makes me laugh because it was kind of a prank because they bought them one of these, a doll named Chucky.
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 Chucky is
It's a strong.
Chucky's
five-pick,
pretty
buddy.
bad motherfucker though. Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
we knew that we weren't going to be able to make it through here without quite a few horror movie. I mean, Jaws, I definitely was like, nobody said it yet. So if they're not saying it, I'm going to get it on this round. And Brandon nailed it. And I was like, fuck.
And I think the most iconic one of all isn't even on here. I think
Is
we
what?
all avoided it. Are we done, right?
yeah, we're
Oh,
we're
no,
done.
yeah, we're done.
What are you gonna say, Freddy Krueger?
No one said Pennywise, right?
And we said Pennywise, and we
We
said
said
Freddy
Pennywise,
Krueger
Freddy
too. I was
Krueger and
surprised.
I have Pennywise. I didn't put Freddy on mine though.
I would have put Pennywise on mine because I hate clowns and it's the thing, but I've never seen the full movie
Okay.
of it or whatever.
So
Can
let's-
I?
Yeah.
Oh no! Are we going to go through and do a full round of?
Yes,
of-
I think
I
everyone's
was going to
Okay.
say we can start right here with Matt and we'll just work our way down.
Think back up.
This
Yeah.
is the one. And I'm glad you. Thank you for letting me go because this is the one I wanted to ask you guys. I was torn between Chucky
Mhm.
and the Wet Bandits from Home Alone.
Yes, I almost put them on and said, but they're iconic as all hell, but they're so soft.
Yeah.
But those,
Yeah.
those guys are awesome.
And this is the other one, Shooter McGavin. But the
Oh,
one
you didn't take Shooter. You
didn't-
were so hard on Shooter. at
nobody
work
likes
the other
sports
day.
because the one I wanted to take and I would have almost considered in my number one pick, Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Those were the ones that were really hard for me not to take. And then I was going to do one to play well with the crew, Abigail Craven from the Addams Family, because everybody loves the theme song and it was fresh in their brain.
Yeah.
But I didn't. And one other one that I thought was really well. I'm going to give you just two more, then I'll move on. Biff from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good one.
and Ernie McCracken from
There you
Kingpin.
go.
I just wanted to see Toby's reaction when I said it. So obviously, you guys will cover some of the other ones that are on there. If not, I'll also. And one thing, future brother-in-law Al, I was talking to him about it, and he said there's only one choice: Tony Perkins from Heavyweights. It was
I never saw Heavyweight.
Ben Stiller villain.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I never saw it. Oh,
I
I
didn't
mean,
think a
I
lot of
would have
people
gone with Ben Stiller's character from Happy Gilmore,
Oh, Happy Gilmore. Yeah, the orderly.
the orderly.
I
Yeah.
say White Goodman.
Well, that's a tremendous
White
looking
Good,
trophy. you have
oh,
there,
White
Mr. Gilmore.
Goodman.
Right.
Enjoy
I
the
think
show. Enjoy
I
the
think
show.
I think everyone picked like villain, like bad, mean,
Well, so
deathy villain.
so
but-
my choices were like really strong, powerful kind of villains that would be difficult to defeat, right? I mean, Darth Vader, Voldemort, Jason, the Xenomorphs, and Predator. The one that I was gonna pick that I said I would have grabbed for whoever was Khan from Wrath of Khan from Star Trek. I mean, Khan was a badass. I also had Hans Gruber,
I also had Hans Gruber.
HAL 9000, Agent Smith
Yes.
from The Matrix, the
Bad,
Demon from Legend, and Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter.
Umbridge was big in
Oh.
the chat going into
Yeah.
round 5.
There we go. Yep.
Okay.
And next on the list, Logan, a couple that didn't make it for you.
All right. I got Tommy DeVito, Joe Pesci, and Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Iconic villain, but you kind of loved him, so that it couldn't go there. Bill the Butcher from Gangs of New York.
Oh God, yeah, great
I would
bad
argue he's
guy.
not a villain.
That was kind of my thing. Like
Yeah.
there at some point, and it doesn't end like he's a villain. He ends like he's a
I
normal
mean,
person.
he really was more of an, I guess you could say, antagonist than a
Yes.
villain.
Yeah.
But iconic.
A
yes.
heel.
Yeah.
Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
That's a good one.
But
Oh,
kind of the
absolutely.
same
That's a
thing.
great villain.
That dude is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But at the same time, like you're kind of like, man, that's not
Yeah,
villain.
we-
Who's he the villain against?
Yeah.
People we don't know. And my last one, which this guy played 2 right around the same time. Kevin Spacey plays Kaiser Sose and John Doe from 7.
yeah.
Oh.
John Doe from
Ryan
7.
It was like a mad genius.
Mad genius. And John Doe from 7 was a crazy, heartless motherfucker.
Yep.
Pharaoh with another
Angel,
guy,
Angel
Leatherface,
mentioned John Doe from 7 as well.
Leatherface.
Odd
That
solid.
movie
Both
fucked
played
my
by
head.
Kevin Spacey. You got 2 Kevin Spacey picks there.
Hell
he-
yeah.
I mean, yeah, Frank Underwood is a great villain. Like,
Brandon, what you got? What just didn't make the cut?
Well, I think one of the things that really stuck out of this, first of all, it's that's better than Hades, I thought. But one of the things I would say with this whole thing is it's so subjective. What
Yeah.
makes a good villain?
It
A
really
lot of
is,
people-
yeah.
A lot of people stuck to the who's most evil or who scared them the most. But for me,
Right.
when you're talking about best villains, who did you hate the most? Who, when watching this movie, did I just, I love this movie because I fucking hate that guy?
Mhm.
And for me, there's a few. I think
Ursula, clearly.
HAL 9000 is a great example of that from
What is that?
Space Odyssey.
okay.
Space Odyssey was the computer from Space Odyssey 2001 Space Odyssey.
Never watched it sober. Continue.
Warden Norton from Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's evil, but he doesn't like scare you. But if you live there, he would, of course. But evil as shit. We've talked about our good man, and Toby will smile at this one. Our good man Gary Oldman, who I could name off 4 or 5 movies the dude did.
Zorg.
Where Zorg in Fifth Element,
Mm-hmm.
Norman Stansfield in The Professional,
Yeah.
Dracula. I mean, there was a bunch that he did where he was just a really good
Oh,
bad
yeah.
guy. And you're like, wait a minute, this dude played Dracula, then he played Zorg. Like you couldn't even tell that he. Anyway, that's another one. And there's just several others that are really super good. Sean Bean when he played 006.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's
So anyway-
really good in that.
So anyway, there's
Was
lots
that,
of
was
good.
that
bad guys.
Goldeneye?
Yeah, it was Goldeneye. He played Trevelyan in 006.
Yeah.
Trevelyan. Yep.
Oh shit! No, what made me just trigger that. I know Zach's up. Was I was surprised that nobody did. Was Dr. Evil.
Yeah, Dr. Evil was on my list, but like I said, that was one of my goofy picks. If we are going to go goofy with it, I was
Yep.
going to throw out Dr. Evil.
You know what would be a good one? The team. I know you're up next, right? Sorry, I didn't
It's
mean to
fine.
interrupt.
It's fine.
The fucking team in Mighty Ducks, the original Mighty Ducks.
The
That
Black
came-
the
that
Black
came up
Hawks?
at work.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fucking
Yeah.
villain
Fucking
right there.
cake
Those are people
eaters.
you hate. You
The
fucking-
coach
when
from
you're
the
a kid,
Hawks.
you hate them.
Yeah.
Pop in the collar.
All right, Zach, who just didn't make the cut for you?
Never amount to
The
anything.
one that I was really torn on, if I was gonna go chalker with my heart, and I went with my heart, but Anakin Skywalker. Anakin, yeah, Toby's eyes and narrowing, but no, like Anakin Skywalker towards right at the end of his Jedi journey, going to be Darth Vader.
Killing the kids.
He
Yeah,
killed
but by
all the
that time,
younglings.
he was already Darth Vader.
Like and it's what's fucked up is that I remember watching those movies. It's like I know Anakin is going to turn into Darth Vader. I know this already. I'm a big Star Wars guy. Watched them all growing up.
Oh,
I know-
spoiler!
I've never seen any of those.
I know he's
Other
going to
than
be
the
Darth
first three.
Vader, but like I got so attached to that awful performance by Christian Haydenson or whatever the fuck his name is, and then
Hayden
it's like, oh fuck, it's right, he's Darth Vader. That sucks. And then the other one that I really wanted to pick but didn't
But,
was the
hold
Trench
on.
Bowl from Matilda.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Good one.
when Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker was doing all the stuff, he was already titled Darth Vader.
True. True. And and I knew Darth was going, that's also why I was soft on going out with it. But yeah, the Trench Bowl from Matilda was another one that I would have liked to have seen get picked, but didn't. And as we were talking about it, it came. Nobody said Pinhead from Hellraiser.
That was another one of my wife's choices.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what's funny about Star Wars? Such a great series, trilogy, whatever. That you not trilogy, of course, double trilogy, whatever. That you could have picked. You could have picked Count Dooku. You could have picked.
Oh yeah,
Darth Maul. You could have
I had
picked
Jabba the Hutt
Jabba
too.
the Hutt.
Yeah.
You could have
I
picked.
was gonna put Darth Maul instead of if somebody would have picked Darth Vader. I had Darth Maul.
No shit.
See, that's
I was
ballsy.
going one or the other.
Dragon Ball Z. There was just a couple that popped in my head too that I think when you guys were talking about like somebody you truly fucking hated in movies, Shredder. Hated that motherfucker.
Oh, yep.
Oh yeah.
I thought of him more as in the cartoon.
Okay. Yeah.
I watched the movie, but like the cartoon. But
Dude.
yeah, Shredder. You as a kid, Shredder sucks.
Shredder and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2, scary as shit.
Mhm.
Scary.
No, it was another one I think was on Zach's list that we
Shredder
talked
in
about in
that
the office that I didn't say was the Fratellis
Oh yeah, yep. The Fratellis.
from the Goonies.
Yep, I got the
So
Fratellis on here, and then I've
thought of
got
the Goonies. I thought
Who
of
else
the
did you
mom,
have,
and I was
Brandon?
like, she's
sorry?
like, kinda 'cause she
Who
fucking
else did
hates
you
me.
have?
To be honest with you, I didn't have a list because I didn't know we were doing this until 8:00. So I did.
Let's ask,
While
while we're
somebody
doing
got
this,
a baby or something.
Oh, Mr. Potter from It's a Wonderful Life, dude.
Oh yeah.
I just want to give a quick update.
Yeah.
Round 5 winner. It looks like Toby 38, Logan and Matt 35, Brandon 22, Zach with 5.
Whatever.
So while you guys are doing that, I'm just going to put in who do people think won the overall draft. So
I will
go
say
ahead.
there's one other one that I didn't add in there, and that's Hans Landa, the Jew hunter from Inglorious
Hans
Bastards.
Landa came up at work too.
Yeah.
So
What about Gruber?
I mentioned Hans.
I think
Gruber.
Gruber was
One
on
that
2
I
or
had.
3 of our lists. He was on my list.
Hans Landa. So I asked my wife. I was like, I was running this by her earlier today. I'd already made my list, but I'm running it by her, and she just goes, Hitler. I said, yeah, but movie character. She's like, Hitler in any movie. I was like, that's not how this works. She goes, okay, so like Hitler in Inglorious Bastards. I said, his face is in there for 3 seconds, and it's literally them shooting his face off. Then we're both like, not a villain, but the guy who, or what they call him, the bear Jew. Like,
Unbaren Joden.
for anybody else, like he's a villain. He just beats him to death with a baseball bat.
All right, here's
Fun fact, that's Eli Roth.
there we go.
Yeah.
Fun
Mhm.
fact. All right, so I'm going to put up who won the overall draft. You guys asked for it. Here we go. We're just about out of time, and this was fun. This is
a good group.
This was good. Just real quick. Yeah, that's all I got. I was going to continue with a couple more, but it doesn't matter at this point. That was good. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys had fun. Brandon, for being not so prepared, you were very prepared. Nobody would have ever guessed.
Rossi put Amber Heard in anything.
This is what I want to show real quick. We were asking what the Rhea Lee's list was. And here is the list. The Kurgan from Highlander, Reverend Lowe from Silver Bullet, Frollo from Hunchback, Trunchbull from Matilda, Gaston, the Pale
Gaston.
Man Eyeball Monster from Pons.
Oh,
and
Yeah,
and
Mitch
Yeah, the
McConnell.
one that
Tyler
held
Durden.
his hands up.
So Tyler Durden is an interesting one because I went through my movies. I also looked at some lists, and they listed Tyler Durden. I'm like, it's kind of the same thing. Like, yes, he's a villain, but you also want to be him. Maybe that means we want to be a villain, but
Tyler Durden, I would say antagonist over villain.
Over
now,
villain, right.
if we're
I would
talking
say he's
about
the protagonist.
Both.
if
He's
we're
both.
talking about Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Django,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also,
that
Christopher
Rain Man.
Vulture's character into Django.
You know what scared
Yeah.
the shit real quick? You know what scared the shit out of me, Toby? I don't know if you remember. You remember the movie Phantasm?
Yes.
That silver
Angus
ball,
Scrim.
that silver ball, dude. That shit
Oh.
was scary.
I thought you were talking about Angus Scrim, the tall man.
He was scary too, but the ball
Yeah.
was
Somebody
also
else put the
shit.
tall man on here.
Yeah, somebody else put tall man. Real quick, Rambo, villain or not?
Rambo, like John Rambo.
Mhm.
No,
No, he's not a
Okay.
villain.
It was a conversation. Some people they said it was debatable. I mean, in a granted, it's movie over novel. Novel, he was a villain. Where the movie so Stallone changed the character.
Well, they
and
wrote
in the original movie, the original movie ending for that was Rambo commits suicide at the end.
Yep, and he was like, "No, not going to happen." But yeah, originally I believe too, whether it was the novel or the script, where he just kind of started killing people. And then they went out.
Ementep from The Mummy.
All right, cool.
Good
So
work, everybody.
26 votes, a little low. Hey, we're overtime, not a big deal. 50% of those votes went to Toby, with who won the overall draft. Brandon 27%, Logan and Matt 15, and Zach with 8. So nice work, everybody.
But next week,
Fight me, you turds.
player.
Just remember, next week
villain
nobody.
versus villain.
We're not listing out whose picks were whose. So
Yep, we're not going to persuade you. And it doesn't matter that whether I took them, Logan, Zach, doesn't matter. Next week, come in with the mindset that you're going to vote for the best iconic villain in each matchup. And this is going to be a good one. Obviously, just thinking from the last couple of weeks on where they were, and that's going to be good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited for it. We'll be back next week.
Stripe in the Gremlins movie would have been a great pick.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. We'll be back next Thursday, February 2nd, for the bracket. Can't wait. A producer Zach is going to be wrestling coaching. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Coronavirus, the worst villain.
Yep, I'll be here next week. Will not be here the week after
the
that.
worst villain.
Oh, so you won't draft the 8th. That's what you're saying.
The 9th. I won't
Or
be
the
here
9th, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there we go. That was the show. So we got anybody got anything else to say?
Got nothing.
Perfect. Let's end it on
Great
this.
draft tonight. Like
Fantastic. There wasn't that moment, I think, other than maybe potentially Zach round 5.
just on the one where I was like,
We'll clip that.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll clip it.
Fuck it.
All right, that's the show.
Tiny and clip it.
We'll see you next week.